got dropped off over here. Really nice morning. Very cold. Like real cold right now. But we should get pretty warm by walking here in a minute. So you can see up there, that is the top of this ridge. This ridge runs a good ways up through here. So I've never actually took off up through here before. So we'll see what we get into today. Maybe we'll see a deer. Maybe, who knows what we'll see. But we'll see what we can get into. And I think I need to put a bigger jacket on because it's very cold right now. Alright, so look at this. So I'm up on the mountain just a little bit. I got just a little bit to go, but look what I just found. Look at all that hair. I don't really know what that means, but there's a skint bush right there. A little one that looks kind of old too. I don't really know why there'd be so much hair here, unless maybe somebody shot one right here. But yeah, there you go. Don't really know what it means, but there it is. What is that? Just a doe, I think. Alright, so there's a doe like 20 yards in front of me. She knows I'm here, but she ain't really spooked. But yeah, it's a small doe, probably a yearling. I want to try to be still and just see if she'll walk away without getting spooked. I guess we'll see how long we can go without her spooking. Alright, so that was crazy. I've never had a deer get that close to me. Just standing there. I mean literally. So I was in a pretty bad situation. Still kind of am. But so I was walking up this ridge, and my plan was to go to the top of it and just see, how the brush looked and see if it was thick, and all. Well, by the time I got to the top of the ridge, I walked up on somebody hunting. I mean, I got about probably 50 yards from them and saw them. I acted like I didn't see them, but I did. So I just made a turn and started coming this way towards, it's called Crow Mountain. I guess that's where we'll walk up to. But I hopped on a deer trail, started walking up towards that mountain, and got about 20 yards from that deer. And heck, I was loud, I mean, you can't help it with these dry leaves and stuff. And I saw it jump, kind of flick its tail a little bit. So I just stood there. That deer literally got 10 yards from me. I have no clue how it didn't smell me. I mean, because it just kind of walked around me for a little bit. And it got downwind of me at one point. It was, it was winding, sniffing around, and stomp its foot, but it never ran, so it's pretty cool. I'm wearing a mix of camo patterns, but shout out to all of them. So anyway, I don't really know what I want to do. I'd like to sit here on this trail, especially with that doe coming through here. We're in the rut right now, like it's prime time, so I thought about sitting on this trail, but I'm about 150 yards from that other dude hunting. I don't really want to disrupt his hunt any more than I already have. So I don't really know what I'll do, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Also, this just shows you how cold it is. So this morning I spilled a little bit of water on my gun sling. Look, that's ice now. So in just like an hour, that turned to ice. So it's pretty cold. It's warming up now that the sun has come up, but it's real cold this morning. Okay, so look at this. So I don't really know what's on this ridge. Like, I don't know what kind of deer is on this ridge, but it must be good. Because some guy's sitting directly behind me about 150 yards. And then right over here, look at that. Another climbing stand. So, I don't know what's on this ridge, but evidently something, because there's a lot of people hunting it. Where I talked to y'all last was literally like probably 40 yards that way. Which would mean that guy's probably about 180 yards behind me. But yeah, there's a climber right there. And honestly, I'm a little tempted to sit in it. I just don't. That probably wouldn't be right, and I'd hate, especially I'd hate for some guy to walk up on me in that thing. But kind of got me wondering now why there's so many people hunting this ridge. All right, so literally right over there, you can't see it because this pine tree. But that stand I just showed you, I was right over there. Like, I mean, I just walked literally like 5 yards. Look right here, bedding area. I bet you, I don't know for sure, but that doe I just saw might have been the one bedding here. Well, there's actually two. Now I get to look, and there's one right there, and one right there. So this is a really good sign. Yeah, this is good. If you watched last video when we were here camping, I walked that mountain over there. Basically saw like just a little bit of sign, pretty much no sign. Didn't see a deer. But this ridge is far superior to that one. I really like this one. I just don't know where I want to hunt, really. I want to sit in that guy's stand because it's a good spot to sit. There's a road bed right up there. I think I see a skip bush, a little piece up there. I'm thinking I'll probably sit a couple hours somewhere pretty close to here because this is, I'm a good piece from that other guy now. So we'll see though. But yeah, I mean that was probably last night. Just some deer bedded here, 2 of them for sure. All right, so I decided to sit down about probably 50 yards from that person's stand I found. So just sitting down here. Kind of not really a good sit down spot, but really when you're hunting an area like this, there kind of is no good sitting down spot. It'd be really nice to have a climber or something, because you could really see a lot then. But there's a lot of sign around here. There's a road bed, directly above me. Pretty clear, pretty open too. So, all right. So, kind of I haven't seen anything here. Been sitting here for about an hour, and our plan was originally to hunt all day here, but a feller that we know has a good permission somewhere else, and he just asked if me and my dad wanted to hunt with over there with him this evening, and it's a good permission. Like about every time you go over there, you're gonna see something, and so with that being said, we're not gonna hunt here all day. Then we'll have to leave around 1 o'clock, something like that, and it's about 10 right now. So my plan was to sit here till about probably 11, and then I don't really know what I want to do. I kind of want to walk back that way because there's a lot of sign back there. My dad's seen deer back there and stuff, but I don't want to walk to that feller's hunting spot again. So I think what I'll do is just walk to this Crow Mountain in front of me and just see. I mean, you never know. You might see something, but I don't know. We'll see. Haven't seen nothing here. Hadn't heard nothing much. So I walked up pretty much, I guess it's pretty much an old logging road, but a pretty heavily used deer trail. You can see what I just walked up through. Absolute horribleness. And I was like, oh man, this is gonna be bad. And then I come out into this. This is pretty up here. Just the pine forest, So that deer trail kind of continues on through here. So I think I'll just walk out through that, and then there's kind of a lead that comes off of this mountain that leads you back down to the main road, and I'll take that whenever it's time to leave. But pretty good looking area up here. All right, so basically I decided to make my way back down here to this main road. Hadn't really been seeing anything, and it was about time to leave, so I made my way back down here. I cooked up one of these freeze-dried meals for lunch, and after that we turned around and we headed out of here to go to the next spot of the evening, and this is where all the action happens. All right, so we're back in the woods here, and this is a pretty special place, I guess you would say. So one day this is all going to be a subdivision, and right now it's just woods, and a buddy of ours has permission to hunt it, and up there a little bit is 2 fresh tree rubs, and one tree was about the size of that one right there, so that's good. Big tree means took a big deer to do it, hopefully. But there's only like a couple people allowed to hunt this. Still, look, I still found trail cameras. Man, I can't get away from the trail cameras. But we're gonna sit right up here on top of this little mound here. And I mean, I ain't kidding. I've been here one time before. There's just deer everywhere over here. I mean, as you can tell, or as you can hear, it's a pretty, everything around it is pretty populated. I mean, there's literally an interstate up there, a college over there, people's houses are back to the woods over there. So, and pretty much nobody except for us and those people who have that trail camera hunt over here. So, the spot is absolutely loaded with deer. A lot of does. But maybe we'll see a buck today. You never know during the rut. You never know what them bucks will be doing. But really good looking area, nice and open. Get a good shot off. Alright, well, I'm all set up here. Got a pretty decent setup, really, which I had the option to bring a climber. I just didn't, but we ain't far from the vehicle at all, so I probably should have brought a climber. But just sitting on the ground here, and I'll flip the camera around here a second, but I got a very good view in front of me. I mean, I can see a good ways, so we'll see what we can do. We'll see what happens. But it's a nice evening. The wind is, I guess it depends on which way the deer will be coming, but the wind's directly in my favor, so looking good so far. So here's the view up in front of me, and behind me. You can't see up over this hill. It's pretty clear too, so had to keep my eyes open for sure. Maybe put the camera down. I need to keep my eyes open though, because you never know. Around here, you never know which way a deer will be coming from. But we'll see what we can do. Alright, so we got our first deer of the evening down there. Actually 2. Just does. But lucky for me, it's doe day in this county. So I think we'll take one of these does. I know y'all probably can't see them. I'll try to zoom in on it a little bit. I think I'll have to wait for a better shot here in a minute. But that's meat in the freezer right down there. So I believe we'll take one of these. Y'all stay tuned. That's a big doe. I'll shoot her. Alright. If I can get this thing broadside, I'll shoot it. Here we go. Matt. Matt. Alright, so update. Just in 5 seconds ago, my dad just shot. He's just this ridge right here. He's just on the other side. Well, a little piece over the other side, but he's just on the other side of that. So that's good. Okay, so I've just been given the okay to go look for my deer. My dad, he found his doe. So we'll go down there and look. The buddy we came with, he's still, which he's a pretty decent piece from here. He's still hunting, so we gotta be kind of quiet as we can for him. But we'll see. We'll see if we can find some blood. So let's go. All right, right there. got some blood. That ain't a whole lot of blood, but I do know I hit it. Decent amount. Well, at least I do know I hit it, so that's good. I don't want to shine my light too much up in there, but about 15 yards up there is where I shot her. And I don't know, blood trails right here, and there she is. This just shows you how I am. I was pretty discouraged up there. I was like, I feel like it's a pretty bad shot. That deer literally ran 30 yards, maybe. But there she is. Big old doe. All right, there she is. Better look at her. I'm glad I shot that deer. That is a big doe. That's a big old doe. Probably pretty old, so that's good meat in the freezer right there. The old, I tell you, that gun right there is a 243. They get a lot of hate for being a, not a good round, not good at shooting deer. Shoot, every deer I've ever shot with that gun, I've found. I mean, exactly where I was aiming, it hit. So that is a very, very good shot. Very happy with that. And now the fun part begins. I got to drag, which we got 3 guys with us, so, including me, we got 3 guys with us, so I got to drag this big old doe out of here, which the vehicle ain't too far, so that's good. But we also got to drag my dad's deer out of here. There we go, meat in the freezer.